Okay, so today is the 19th of November, 2024. I give thanks to our holy God, our heavenly holy principal creator of all that is, was, and ever can be, for allowing us to come together in this way. I call upon, invoke the presence, and give thanks to the 9 beings of light as we ask them to create a protective grid around this space, around each of us individually, and we extend this into this area. I call upon and invoke the presence of Archangel Michael, Lord Jesus the Christ, Lord Metatron, Archangel Ariel, Lord Ganesh, Lord Melchizedek, and Lord Maitreya, Saint Germain, and Lord Kuthumi. To protect us against all negativity projected towards us by any and all beings, consciously and unconsciously, incarnate and discarnate, from the north, the south, the east, the west, from above, from below us, also from within. To ground us within the light of Christ, so that at any and all times we are fully grounded, fully protected, and fully connected. To bless us with his Excalibur sword of truth, so that our truth always is and remains our communicating and motivating force of light. We call upon the hierarchical beings, the ascended masters, the angels, the lords and the ladies of light, those from the star realms as well as those from the earth, to be with us, to create a portal of light around us. And as we do so, we call upon the presence of our guides and guardians, our doorkeeper guide, our watcher, and all of those who we would like to invite into our circle of light, not just at this time, but at all times. We call upon our main teacher guide, our healer guide, and we call upon all the guides that help us that assist us and help us with everyday life, the challenges that we go through, the obstacles we face. And we also call upon the Elohim, specifically the creators of form, to help each of us as we step through this incredibly powerful portal to manifest that which is in our hearts, in our minds, in our dreams, for the greater good of all. And we give thanks to that. As we visualize a beautiful golden portal of light form around us, all of us are contained within it. This portal extends up into the heavens above, into the seat of creation, and down into the core of the earth, as we give thanks to Lady Gaia for allowing us to live on her, to breed on her, to breed of her and feed of her. We visualize our pineal, pituitary, and our carotid and thyroid glands, together with the hypothalamus, the thalamus, all in a beautiful crystalline star tetrahedron. and we spin it. Connect this energy up into this flow of this golden portal and down through your feet into the heart of Gaia. We ask that all that is shared this day is shared with the greatest of integrity and truth, without any personal gain or influence or any ego. I call upon and give thanks to the presence of the Ascended Master Kuthumi and Goddess Gaia and Goddess Diana for being our teachers, for guiding us, for supporting us, for loving and caring for us, for bringing these beautiful teachings from on high to a level of understanding. So give thanks to our higher self for facilitating that. Thank you for never giving up on us, even at times when we feel like giving up on ourselves. As we visualize ourselves floating in this beautiful golden column of light, with our pineal, pituitary and plexuses, the nerve plexus within the brain, creating the third eye, encased in a beautiful star tetrahedron crystalline energy, and it is spinning. I am Kuthumi, and I come forward upon the rays of love and wisdom to greet thee at this time and to gift unto thee a divine and profound blessing of discovery. Beloved ones, as each gather at this time, beknown or unbeknown to them, there's a new doorway, a new frequency that awaits. And it awaits beyond that doorway. And the doorway is the doorway of your heart. It is the doorway of your own essence. And for those of you that have followed these teachings, be it in word or sound, for those of you that have knocked on the golden door within your golden pyramid, this is the doorway that this energy, that this frequency brings to you. As always, it is our great pleasure to gather with you this day and every day, not only at times of communication such as this, in situations such as this, but beloveds, at times when you go about your life and you simply live out your human experience, we are there too. And as with my favorite introduction with this channel, we will always, and we always do, carry you upon the hands of God. And we always anchor you within the heart of Christ. Always. But it's time for change. And with change comes new frequencies, comes new energies. Beloved ones, this is what this energy is gifting you with, that you are facing this day and over this period of time, where you are anchoring new codes of enlightenment within your physicality, within your energy bodies. And these are the codes of the Aquarian gateway. These are Aquarian frequencies. Beloved ones, these are warrior codes. And also, it's an amalgamation of all the codes that you have been blessed with thus far. We have shared about the diamond codes, the codes of liquid love, the codes contained within the water frequency, the fire frequency, the earth and the air frequencies. Therefore, because of the importance of this energy shifting at this time, finally opening in its fullest the doorway to the Aquarian age, stepping through into the sign of Aquarius, you will now face things in a different way. And because of that, you have to include the codes that works with nature, with Mother Earth, the water, the fire, the air. Those are the codes that this planet bestows upon you daily without you even knowing it. We do understand that many of you that follows the mystery school teachings and that takes up your armor of alchemy, works with this energy, you understand it, and to you it is nothing more than a blessing. To some it may be conspicuous, it may be odd, and then to the majority at this time, the frequency is quite oblivious. They're not even aware of the essence of this energy that they are so profoundly being blessed with. The beauty of obliviousness. Therein too lies beauty. The most beautiful thing about being oblivious is when you discover that you no longer are. As this frequency aligns with the essence of Pluto stepping into the Aquarian frequency, it brings with it a new promise, a new invitation. It also brings with it great revelations, as it will bring unto you clarity of many things that perhaps in the past you couldn't find surety about. Things that troubled you and you couldn't quite put your finger on it. Things that you didn't quite understand and felt the need to do so. It brings unto you the beautiful discovery of the bliss of the unknown. Beloved ones, as you are aware, the energy of Aquarius is all about newness. It's all about new discoveries, technologies, modernizing things, shifting things up, increasing vibrations, and to expect the unexpected. On the other hand, as I mentioned, it also reveals to you things that you've shied away from. We have been through umpteen, uncountable initiations to let go of the past, to let go of that which no longer serves you. Well, now what this energy is saying to you, so if you've got this with you and it doesn't serve you for your greater good, it will reveal itself to you. And most times in a non-offensive way, although there can be that curveball, which is the indifferent side to the Aquarius. It is that cold shoulder. It is that snubbing remark without even realizing it. It's that absent-mindedness. It is that wandering off whilst having a great conversation to the extent of not even remembering what was shared, and then being all innocent about it. So the request here is for you to now create for yourself a new pathway to move along, to glide along, as I love to say, to glide along. And along that pathway, to no longer try and see what obstacle will await you, will cheat you, crook you, and hide from you, but rather to see opportunity in everything, no matter how challenging. Beloveds, whether you would like to believe it or not, this is the frequency of the new earth that you are now walking into. It is a frequency that will be with you in the grounding years, the first 20 to 50 years, I beg your pardon, the first 40 to 50 years of this Aquarian energy. As this Pluto, which of course is your planet of transit, it's the planet of major, major transition, invites you to glide through this new gateway with a new profound way of looking at things, even old things. Find a different way of seeing it. And if there ever was a time for you to shift yourself around and to embrace change like never before, that time is now. The essence for most of you, and even for those of you that weren't so heavily affected by it, you were most certainly influenced by it. The essence of the last 24 years, how incredible, from the turn of the millennium up to this day, this age, has been that of dragging feet. It has been a time for most people of deep search, constant challenges, and sometimes even feelings of being unable to continue within the denseness that it presents. Now that especially, as you are very well aware of, you've read all the information, was upshifted during the times of 2006 to 2010. That energy has been keeping you, I do not wish to use the word trapped, but definitely encaged in many ways. For it gave you a sense of limitation. Many of you have really struggled over these years to break down the high walls that you build around yourself, to break down the fences beyond the high walls. And then once you're through that, to let go of all the other obstacles that you've placed around you, just to keep yourself very far away from anyone that may come near. So now the time has come to put the drawbridge down and to cross into your own new essence. We have taken this group since 2012 through the process about discovering the new you. And in juxtapose, in great paradox, there is nothing new. So why did we use the term the new you? Beloveds, we use that term for you to prepare yourself for times like this, for the Great Aquarian Age, which already started a number of years ago. But this is such a profound gateway that's going to pulse amazing frequencies into this passageway through your golden door, which will dare you like never before to discover all of that which you never knew about yourself, the amazing magical part of yourself. And that's where the newness comes in. We've always encouraged you to, in the meditation that we have taken you through, to create a new vision for yourself, a new image. And it has been as if something keeps dragging you back. And that, beloved ones, was the heaviness and in many ways the stubbornness and the inability to create any flexibility within the Capricorn energy. The stubbornness, the rigidness, the dogmatic control, the dogma of that energy is leaving. You've been in and out of this frequency over the last 18 months, but you are now going to finally close the door on that. And you're going to learn that the new you is here already. It's a newer frequency. It's a newer vibration, for there is nothing new, as you've always known, as we have always shared. So many, to their own dismay, always thinks about magical things like waking up in the morning and being all new. No. Becoming a new means that you have to work on yourself. And in the age of Aquarius, at this frequency, especially in this new Aquarian period that you enter into, work must be fun. Working on yourself must be light-hearted and lovely and easy and funny. and even laughing at your own setbacks, so that you can finally let go of all the insecurity that you've locked yourself within, and open your wings and become the human, or be the human angels that you are, the new you. Beloved ones, the new you sees something and everything in a new way. You see the newness in people, you see the newness in places, and you feel the newness in energy. It's all about a rebirth. And in this rebirth, we encourage you to finally let go of the limitations, to stop doing things the way you always do it. For if you always do what you always did, you will always get what you always got. Now is the time to put that into practice, to do things differently, to see things differently, and to create a life for yourself that you dream of that is different. We are not saying it's going to be an easy ride without complications, not at all. But we ask you to see those complications as opportunities instead of stumble blocks. We ask you to really, really work deep within your personal processes, to let go of the instability within the emotional bodies, especially, to allow the mental body to expand beyond anything, and therefore to integrate this into your new frequency, into the awakening of, as you must have heard, your chromosome pairs and your junk DNA. It's all there. We have worked with this energy today. It's all there. And now is the time to allow it to discover, for you to discover what is it represents itself through. Now is the time for that which you always considered as junk and dormant to open new doors for you, to pave new frequencies for you, so that you may glide upon them with greater ease, huge enthusiasm, and absolute excitement, no matter what. We understand that it's a tall order, but you are now giving newer building blocks and frequencies to help this to come to life, so that you may be alive in your life instead of just living it. Your earth is engulfed with such amazing love, beloved ones, at this time. The amethyst, the violet, and the emerald frequencies are blasted through this planet, not just by the masters, not just by those that work with that energy, but by each and every one of you, the light workers. And trust me, there are millions of you on this planet. And that, within the collective, is shifting the frequency along which their brain waves usually operates, so that they too may see a newness in the mundane that surrounds them every day, so that they too may dare to discover what is beyond the yellow brick road. Beloved ones, so that they too may in their own mind and in their dream state and in their astral travels discover their golden doorway, so that they too, at an unconscious and subconscious level, begins to integrate these beautiful codes that all of you have been blessed with, that each and every one of you gives off with every move you make, every breath you take, every thought you entertain, every word you speak. This is what you've been trained for. To take on the newness and to understand the recalibration from the old to the new is a recalibration. It's an upshift. It's a change in frequency. It's a change in energy. And it is now time for the planet to collectively work with this energy. Be aware that wherever you go and whatever you do, you emanate and you share these frequencies with others and with the planet. Become aware of the senses, which you call the elements of the earth, the essence of the winds of change, the essence of water, which carries frequency, which carries memory, the essence of fire, which changes and disperses, and the essence of air that allows it all to be, that allows it all to take place, to carry on, to happen. For without air, there is nothing. Embrace the blessings of this planet in the same way that you embrace and must embrace the blessings of your own senses. Smell, taste, your touch, the hear, the sound, the see, the knowing, and all of your higher senses, those of you who have been introduced to them. Now is the time that each of you have a chance to take on your coat of many colors and your cloak of many fragrance and fragments. And now is the time for each of you to be the alchemist that you already are. For that is working with this energy, working with the senses, working with the essences of the earth, the elements, as you call them, and working with the energies represented on the earth through the elements, the divas. Work with your fire energies, the fire dragons. Work with the Undis, work with the sylphs. Work with these beautiful creatures that exist in an interdimensional space, which is now becoming even more evident as the veils become thinner and thinner between worlds. For that is another gift of this new frequency. And therefore, beloved ones, we've especially imprinted in your energy field before we started. A quick wake-up tune of your third eye. For this energy is going to be very prominent and very much alive as you go further and further into this energy. Look, make no mistake, things don't change overnight. But this is definitely the start of a complete rewire of humanity. It is a complete upshift of the frequency of light workers, and it will be evident everywhere. From the new millennium, or from the millennium, to 2012, it was 12 years. From 2012 to this time, it's 12 years. And this energy that you are going into will be very similar in vibration to that which was presented through the dawn of the new era in 2012. Those that will recall, that was part of this channel's work at the time in 2012. We gave you so many pointers that you didn't see or that you didn't look at, and many that you refused to look at because of the stubbornness, much to the dismay of many a light worker. And the group we worked with at that time, we took through an initiation period where we left you at the very end of 2012, lying in your meditation, in your pyramid, in your sarcophagus, and we closed the lid. That was an initiation beyond the norm. Beloved ones, we did share at the time that for you to survive in complete darkness, in a sarcophagus, you need to put yourself into an enlightened state. And that was activating those chakras that was all about, was to put you in an altered state of consciousness so that you are able to function on any level. We left those that attended that activation initiation on the 12/12/2012 in that sarcophagus. And we only re-invited them to surface from that energy in March of the following year. In February, we started, and in March, most of the beings that were part of that fully resurfaced from that energy. The reason for that was to eliminate fear, to release all of the attachments that fear has engraved within your psyche over lifetimes and lifetimes. Beloved ones, many of you have faced, if not the same, a very similar fear on many levels of your existence and your being over the last 12 years since 2012. And now, where we stand at the doorway of yet a new era, a new tomorrow, we now say to you, It is now time to finally release all of that. And even if it means that you have to become the phoenix, to be reborn from it again and again and again, do it fast, do it quick, get over it and move on. This is not a time of hanging on to that which restricted you in the past. It is time to let go of all of that which has robbed you of your freedom, of your ability to express yourself fully and completely for the most incredible beings, the most beautiful, beautiful beings that you are. Therefore, as we enter this energy, and we will share about this energy still a lot more in time to come, various aspects thereof. I mean, you have 24 years of it ahead of you, of this powerfully intense energy. What you do with it is up to you. But please understand that for once in the zodiac cycle, if you don't do something with this energy is going to do something with you. And for once, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be divine frequency of new discoveries, a lighter, enlightened way of looking at yourself and looking at life, letting go of the judgments and the constant criticism. Let it all go. Be anew. Rise from your ashes, Phoenix, and dare to live. Dare to live. Therefore, because of this beautiful frequency and because of this extremely exciting energy, I'm going to invite each and every one of you to, in your own time and place, discover what your golden doorway brings. To think about it, to really, really think about it, to give it detail, and to put emotion into it. Put sound and sight, put your senses into it. Put the elements of the earth into it. Make it come alive and use the frequency that we've asked you to activate prior to my energy entrance in your third eye to work with it. Beloved ones, these etheric electrical impulses created within the third eye by spinning the crystalline mother of pearl star tetrahedron around those glands can transform your world. It's one of the most powerful alchemical tools if you want any. Use it. The crystalline frequency and the mother of pearl frequency is a star frequency that allows you to tap into the cosmos. By spinning it, you increase the communication ability thereof to work and tap into your DNA, to tap and awaken your dormant spiritual DNA, to rewire yourself into something which you already are. If you could just walk through that gateway and claim yourself for the most amazing, most beautiful, magical, magnificent alchemist that you are. For you truly are that. a multifaceted, multidimensional, magical, magnificent being of light. That is who you are. Visualize these things and play with it. Let this come to life for you in your own way. And if you would gather again with me on the 12/12, the universal solstice of this most profound year, the year of 8, which gives unto you an abundance projection like no other, we would like then to go through the initiation of opening that golden doorway to see what newness you've discovered in there. The experiences that you will go through between now and then, and to place that in your cauldron of all possibilities and let that brew into something incredible for you. You never came to be ordinary, because even though the ordinary too is truly extraordinary, you came to push the buttons. You came not to open but rip open every envelope you can think of. You came to discover the newness about you, and therefore to realign yourself with every one of these new frequencies that are now going to be presented to you. And therefore, we again suggest, if you need to be the phoenix, all good and well, but then rise from that and become the most magnificent star dragon of your own. A being filled with such love and greatness and majestic goodness, an incredible ability to oversee that which is creating restrictions and challenges, and to manipulate the frequency that you live within so beautifully that the outcome of that couldn't be anything but a greater good for all. Beloved ones, send those electric etheric impulses into your body, into your DNA. Become the keeper of your earth flames as you claim to be. Become and be aware that you are indeed a carrier of the new earth DNA in every imprint your hand touch, your feet touch. Your voice, your thoughts, your deeds, your entire psyche, everything that you are, as you glide through your reality, no matter which timeline you jump from or to, because that will happen a lot too, is jumping between timelines because of the new frequency coming in. But you will be able to be very aware of the timelines that you gravitate on, those that are congruent with you and those that are not, those that you have to entertain you and those that entertains you beautifully. It's a whole new energy. It's a new understanding, and it's seeing things in a new light in the most beautiful way, instead of basing your perception thereof on preconceived, old, outdated ideas. Allow the gateways, allow the doorway that opens up into your passage of new life and new discovery to bring to you the most exciting lifetime you've ever lived. Because trust me, that you are. Until we meet again, we will share much more about all this and dare you to open the frequency of your recalibrated self. I am Kuthumi. I am. I am the Lord and the Master of the golden rays of love and wisdom. Beloved ones, I am your friend. I send my energy through this being to be able to share with you that which your higher self tells you. I'm just putting words to it. And in so doing, you must invite the Christ consciousness within you to guide your way. Instead of panic, call upon us. Call upon the universal flow of light. Call upon the cosmic seas to bring onto you every opportunity that you so deserve. Let go of the restrictions of the mind. Let go of the heavy insecurity that you carry and rise up and know that not now or not ever can you be alone. Until we meet again, Adrian. I'd like to thank Spirit for the energies. I'd like to thank all of our guides and guardians for being here, and for Kuthumi for his words of wisdom. And I thank you guys for holding this energy for us here. Thank you to the earth. Thank you to our Creator. Thank you to all the beautiful people in our life. Inside.